Great job, guys. They were so into this team this year. They actually went out to Tempe and played some of the places out there for the Vol fans. So it really was a great season, and I know so many people are just captured with this team, really.
Well, it's amazing what, at the beginning of the season, what they thought, where they would be, and then all of a sudden, everybody, a certain player each game really stepped up. It wasn't one person all year long, so I think that's what made this year so special.
Yeah, one of the guys who was as valuable, if not the most valuable player this season, Jeff Hall, who won a couple games. I had a chance to sit down with Jeff last night over at Knoxville Center.
I think it's a big good chance for all of us players, coaches, and all the fans and families and friends just to get together and enjoy this national championship, and I'm looking forward to it, and I know everybody else is too.
Has it all settled in yet?
Oh yeah, I think definitely I went to the All-Star games, you know, everybody's looking around, you know, me, I had my BCS sticker on the back of my helmet, and I'm walking around national championship, and everybody else is walking around with 1 or 2 losses, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff, talking about today's celebration. And another thing that was pretty cool, the big win over Florida State. Here's a quick look back as we send it to break.
Here comes media from everywhere. You can count it down with us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The national champion is clad in big orange. Tennessee 23, Florida State 16. 20 years.
We're just moments away from the official celebration down on the field. And you know, guys, I was out there in Tempe, Arizona, and I caught myself after the game standing there looking up at the scoreboard, all the fans going wild, thinking, my gosh, they just won the national championship. And I'm in the media. I cover these guys every week. Has it settled in with you, Mike?
Well, as an ex-player, at first I was kind of like, man, I wish I could have done that when I was there. And you're a little bit jealous, but you realize that you helped lay the foundation. And what those guys did, you, as a player, you can really appreciate because you work so hard and things build up there, and they finally did it, and it's just a proud feeling.
And you know what was so impressive about this team is the offense didn't always have it. They weren't always able to put points on the board. The defense kept them in ball games, and then the offense was able to come up with the big plays to win.
Yeah. Well, stay with us, folks. It's going to continue. Volunteer TV's continuing coverage of today's national championship celebration takes it down to the field right now.
It's football time in Tennessee. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Neyland Stadium for this afternoon's University of Tennessee National Championship celebration. Here is some information about Neyland Stadium. Telephones are located at intervals along the concourse in the west, south, east stands, and upper decks. In case of a medical emergency at today's program, the University of Tennessee and the American Red Cross have established 3 first aid stations here at the stadium. The stations are staffed with medical doctors, nurses, and other qualified personnel. Trained first aid teams are located throughout the stadium, ready to administer immediate care. If you need medical assistance, notify the team nearest you. If you're unable to locate a team, find a law enforcement officer, and he or she will direct you. This is a service provided by your University of Tennessee and the American Red Cross, a United Way agency. Restrooms are located under the concourse in the west, south, and north stands. Upper deck restrooms are located in the concourse. Ushers will direct you. Lost articles may be turned in at the concession office located behind Section R. Such items will then be turned over to the University of Tennessee Security Office, 1115 UT Drive, where they may be called for on Monday morning by calling 974-3114. All concession stands at Neyland Stadium are open today. Prices are posted in each stand. We ask you to pay these prices and please pay no more. On the field at the present time is a Vol cheerleading squad who recently placed second in the nation at the Universal Cheerleaders Association College Championship, accompanied by the UT dance team. Please welcome the Vol cheerleaders and dance team.
Welcome back, Tennessee football fans!
If you're glad to be #1 and a volunteer, let me hear ya! All right, let's do a little Smokies on the prowl. 1, 2, 3, 2 balls, 4 balls, Smokies on the prowl. All for Tennessee, stand up and howl. Let's hear it, Big Orange. All right, Tennessee. Everybody on the press box side. Over here on the press box, you're gonna be orange. Over here on the other side, you're gonna be white. Let's raise the roof on this place. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, orange. White. Orange. White. Orange. White. Louder. Orange. White. One more time. Way to go, ball fans. One last thing. I think everybody knows it. I said it's great to be a Tennessee ball. I said it's great to be a Tennessee ball. I said it's great to be a Tennessee ball. I said it's great.
Today's colors are being presented by the University of Tennessee Army ROTC Rocky Top Battalion. Would you please stand for the invocation to be given by Vols kicker Jeff Hall from Winchester, Tennessee.
So remove our hats, please. Thank you. Let us pray. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you now with just such an awe of your presence, just how you blessed us over and over and over again. And we thank you for this day and just the many blessings that you provided. We thank you for this time that you've given us so we can come here and fellowship, not just coaches and players and staff, but also the fans, Lord. We thank you for them. We thank you for all the administration that's here. We thank you for the Fiesta Bowl people that have come out and joined us today. And we just pray for this day that this might be a wonderful time that we can celebrate this championship that you have given us, Lord. We thank you for all these things, and we just ask your blessing upon this day for us in Jesus' name. Amen.
If you'll look to the upper deck of the north end zone of the stadium and watch Challenger, the bald eagle, for a very special flyover during our national anthem. Challenger is a non-releasable eagle cared for by the National Foundation to Protect America's Eagles, headquartered at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Challenger was blown from a wild nest as a baby and hand-raised by the people who found him. Unfortunately, he experienced too much human contact and cannot survive in the wild. He is named in honor of the crew of the space shuttle Challenger. He has raised the level of national public awareness about the need to protect America's Eagles. Immediately following the anthem, you may visit with Challenger on the main stadium concourse. Now, to honor America, would you please join George Beats Us in Singing as the University of Tennessee Band, conducted by Dr. Gary Sousa, plays our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Football fans, here comes the Big Orange! Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the north end of the field for some very special introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the members of the 1998 National Championship University of Tennessee offensive team. Wide receiver, number 14, Cedric Wilson. Wide receiver, number 6, senior Jermaine Copeland. Wide receiver, number 87, David Martin. Offensive tackle, all Southeastern Conference, number 67, Chad Clifton. Offensive guard, all Southeastern Conference, number 52, Cozy Coleman. Center, number 68, Spencer Riley. Offensive guard, number 75, senior co-captain, Mercedes Hamilton. Offensive tackle, number 72, senior Jarvis Rito. Center, number 54, senior Dyron Robinson. Offensive tackle, number 77, academic All-SEC, Josh Tucker. Offensive guard, number 53, Toby Champion. Tight end, number 96, academic All-SEC, John Finlayson. Tight end, number 84, Neil Johnson. Tight end, number 82, Eric Diaku. Tight end, number 98, senior Antron People. Quarterback, number 5, academic All-SEC, Bernie Beasy. Fullback, number 45, academic All-SEC, Will Bartholomew. Fullback, number 21, Philip Crosby. Tailback, number 25, Travis Stevens. Tailback, number 31, Jamal Lewis. Fullback, number 24, senior and co-captain, Sean Bryson. Wide receiver, number 37, senior, Peerless Rice. And at quarterback, number 17, T. Martin. The 1998 National Championship University of Tennessee kicking teams include deep snapper, number 51, Kevin Gregory. Kick holder, number 10, senior academic All-SEC, Vincent Scott. Kick returner, number 80, Eric Parker. Punter, number 43, academic All-SEC, David Leverton. Place kicker, number 4, senior co-captain, academic All-SEC, Jeff Hall. defensive unit includes defensive end number 93, Sean Ellis. Defensive end number 90, Will Overstreet. Defensive end number 99, D'Angelo Lloyd. Defensive end number 38, Roger Alexander. Defensive end number 56, Bernard Jackson. Defensive tackle number 58, all SEC, Darwin Walker. Defensive tackle number 55, senior Ron Green. Defensive tackle number 40, Billy Ratliff. Defensive tackle number 60, senior Matt Gooden. Defensive tackle number 95, Fred Weary. Linebacker number 44, Austin Kemp. Linebacker number 39, academic All-SEC, Andre James. Linebacker number 59, Judd Renzo. Linebacker number 41, Chris Ramsur. Linebacker number 28, Dominique Stevenson. Linebacker number 42, Eric Westmoreland. Linebacker number 46, all Southeastern Conference, Raynoch Thompson. Defensive back number 33, Derek Edmonds. Defensive back number 2, Fred White. Defensive back number 18, Gerald Griffin. Defensive back number 12, Teddy Gaines. Defensive back number 3, Willie Miles. Defensive back number 29, academic All-SEC, Mickey Allen. Defensive back number 36, academic All-SEC, Buck Fitzgerald. Defensive back, number 13, Ted Golden. Defensive back, number 30, Andre Watt. Defensive back, number 7, Dion Grant. Defensive back, number 15, senior Tim Sewell. Defensive back, number 23, Dwayne Goodrich. Defensive back, number 34, senior Steve Johnson. Linebacker, senior, All-SEC, All-America, and co-captain of the national champions, number 27, Al Wilson. Champion coaching staff is comprised of quarterbacks coach and new offensive coordinator Randy Sanders, joined by his wife Kathy and daughters Kelly and Carrie. Wide receivers coach Pat Washington. Joined by his wife Claudette and son Tyson. Tight ends coach Mark Bradley. Joined by his wife Dale, son Rusty, and daughter Beth. Offensive line coach Mike Berry. Graduate assistant Steve Jameson, joined by his wife Rachel. Defensive staff members are linebackers coach and defensive coordinator John Chavis. Joined by his wife Diane and sons Jason and John. Defensive ends coach Steve Caldwell. Joined by his wife Lisa and daughter Lauren and sons Landon and Lyndall. Defensive tackles coach Dan Brooks. Joined by his wife Kathy and daughter Tara and son Rhett. Graduate assistant Ryan Held. Strength and conditioning coaches are assistant athletic director, physical development, John Stuckey. Joined by his wife Jeannie and son Philip. Assistant strength and conditioning coach John Long, joined by his wife, Misty. Assistant strength and conditioning coach Chris Carlisle, joined by his wife, Luan. Equipment manager, Roger Frazier. Accompanied by his wife, Donna, and sons, Brandon and Barrett. Assistant equipment manager, Max Harrett. The training staff includes head athletic trainer Mike Rollo. Assistant athletic trainer John Christofferson. Assistant athletic trainer Chad Newman. Joined by his wife, Stacy. The football administrative staff includes administrative assistant David Blackburn. Accompanied by his wife, Wendy, and daughter, Emma. Assistant Athletic Director of Football Operations, Condridge Holloway. Joined by his wife, Courtney. The head coach of your Tennessee Volunteers will be joined in the tee by his wife, Vicki, and daughters Allison, Brittany, and Courtney. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 1998 National Coach of the Year and the head coach of the national champion Tennessee Volunteers, Philip Fulmer. To the Jumbotron screen in the south end zone for highlights of Tennessee's 13-0 1998 National Championship season.
There's glory in the legends of this hard muscle life, and there's poetry in each season made of sweat and strife. Winds whisper of high hopes. Victory is in the skies. A season awaits with glory in her eyes. One joins with many on summer's green field. Time to strive, to dare, for all not to yield.
Y'all gonna see what I think today. Y'all gonna see what I think today. Y'all bring it today. Bring it, dog. Let's set the tempo, baby. LB, 1, 2, 3, LB. It's money time, dog. It's money time. No mercy. Y'all don't know. Ball till you can't ball no more, baby. Ball till you can't ball. Ball till you fall out. Them boys ain't ready, man. They ain't ready, man. I'm telling y'all. They ain't ready, dog. If you fall out, you know you gained some. But ball till you fall out. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats. Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
We're about ready to rock steady. We're about ready to rock steady.
Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
awesome chill bumps. Man, I'll tell you what, Rick Russo and Eric Waxman back atop Neyland Stadium here in the fourth floor press box, and we're watching that thing, and man, we just couldn't get over that video.
Really some great memories. One comes to mind that we saw there, the goal line stand against Auburn. I mean, it just kind of shows you what this Tennessee defense was able to do all season long.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments, of course, probably one of the biggest moments of the season when Florida's kicker Cooper missed that field goal and Tennessee was able to get the monkey off their back and do a great job. How about the introduction of the players? That was fantastic, and seeing Jamal Lewis run through the tee. Looks like he's going to be ready for next year.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jamal fits back in. Obviously, he's not fully recovered from the knee injury, but he's going to keep working at it and get better. But then you've got Travis Stevens and Travis Henry, who did such a great job filling in for Jamal all season long. We'll see how that all fits in when the season starts.
Yeah, the roar of the crowd, the atmosphere is outstanding out there. The fans going crazy. Of course, the applause getting louder when the big players come out, the big name players like Peerless Price, Al Wilson, and Coach Fulmer. Everybody just going crazy out there. Just a wonderful atmosphere. And right now they're getting set up on the stage for the program to continue. Man, it's just great being here.
Yeah, it really is. And what about the introduction for Coach Fulmer? Obviously, this guy's taken a lot of heat over the years, replacing a legend in Johnny Majors and taking some criticism for not being able to beat Florida. And here he goes, 13-0 in a national championship.
And the fans were able to keep up with what you were seeing on TV with the big jumbotron that's over here in the stadium. And one of the neat things that I've seen down on the field, hope you guys have been able to see it, they've got outlined, painted in orange, the states of Tennessee, and then in the middle it says 1998 national champions. I don't know if it's going to be the case, but I hope they keep it for next year.
Yeah, nice addition, and of course the checkerboards are looking good as always, and it was a nice touch out in Tempe to have the checkerboard end zone there.
Yeah, each team had their own end zone painted. I'll tell you, it's just like a game day out here. The way everything's been going and taking place, it's been wonderful. As you know, we are not the only members of Volunteer TV out here today taking all this in. Right now, we've got Bob, who is standing by, Bob Yarbrough, down on the field. Bob?
Yeah, thanks, Rick and Eric. It's Bob and Alan on the field. The celebration, as you know, is well underway. The fans, Alan, even though it's finally started raining, have not moved one bit. They've not dampened their spirits at all.
I know this is kind of like a ball game where the fans are really getting into everything, and when the player introductions were made, nobody stopped applauding. The band was playing through, and you had that football feel, you know.
You really did. They played the national championship game before the celebration began, and the fans, even during that celebration, acted as if that were a brand new football game. One, they didn't know how it was going to end. They didn't know how the outcome was going to be, and they're doing much the same right now. We just saw the highlight video of the past season's highlights. These fans are just acting, as you mentioned, Alan, as if it's another football game.
Yeah, they're really getting into it. Many people came from not just the East Tennessee area, but from different states just to be here, and they were going to be here rain or shine, and so they're really getting into this. And even the highlights, it was like seeing things for the first time again, really getting into it.
Everybody was grunting and groaning with all those big hits. As you might imagine, the rain didn't really begin until the celebration actually got underway, and it is really, it's not coming down now, but it's certainly going to get you wet if you're out here. If you're not out here, we sure wish you were. The highlights will continue on as well as the celebration. Rick and Eric, I know there's much more to come throughout the show and whatnot, and the big celebration is yet to begin, right, guys?
Taking you back down to the field and onto the stage for all the presentations of the trophies and everything. In fact, coming up a little bit later on, they're going to have fireworks. The band's going to be playing Rocky Top. They're going to be giving out the trophies. In fact, they're getting ready to do that right now. Eric, let's go right back down to the field.
UT alumni across this state, across this nation, and in many places around this world to be a part of this celebration of the 1998 National Football Champions, and to congratulate them and salute them for what they have done and how they have done it. Before this season started, there were three UT alumni that announced their retirement after the season. What a great gift it was for John Ward, Bill Anderson, and Joe Johnson to receive as a retirement gift. But it was not only a gift to them, it was a gift to us. As we followed these great Vols from here in Knoxville to Syracuse, to Auburn, to Athens, to Columbia, to Nashville, on to Atlanta, and eventually Tempe, you became the 12th man on the national championship team. Congratulations to all of you. And as we look at these fine men in front of us, we're just appreciative and delighted that you made a choice a few years ago to pursue your football career at the University of Tennessee and work under the tutelage of Coach Fulmer to be where you are today. We thank you, we appreciate you, we salute you, and best of luck in the future. Godspeed. Thank you.
4 seconds to go in the football game. Gregory to snap. Scott to hold. Hall to kick. The kick by Hall is in the air. It's high enough. It's long enough. Is it straight enough? Yes, sir. Reed.
University of Tennessee 34, Syracuse 33. In the first game of a 13-game season. It is great to be at Tennessee Vol. How many times have you chanted that over and over again? So many times it has been chanted right here on the University of Tennessee Knoxville campus to bring you greetings from the students. The UTK Student Government Association President, Mr. Boyd Richards. Boyd.
It truly is an honor for me to be here today and talk with you from a student's perspective, because being a student at UT is a very unique opportunity. Walking to class on Thursday mornings and listening to the band play and wake you up, all the way to the stampede from the student section after the Florida game, to the awe of destiny following the Arkansas game. What a great memory we as UT students have had. So I want to say thank you from the 26,000 students here on this campus to Coach Fulmer and his coaching staff, but more importantly to fellow students, the players, the band members, the trainers, the managers, all students who play a part in this national championship celebration. Thank you, and I can say it truly is great to be a Tennessee Vol.
Palmer out of the shotgun, back to throw. Long pass across the middle, man is there, but it is intercepted. Pulled away by Deion Grant. A sterling interception by Tennessee.
And the score, the Tennessee Vols 20, Florida 17. The Chancellor of the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Dr. William Snyder, in addition to his duties as Chancellor, is also a fine musician. Although we don't have a Wurlitzer organ here, if we did, he'd be playing Rocky Top. Would you welcome, please, the Chancellor, Dr. William Snyder.
This is a very special day of celebration for the University of Tennessee, and I want to thank everyone who's come today to share and be a part of this event. The UT football fans are the greatest fans of any university in the United States. That's right, give yourself a hand. Your support of the football program is a major factor in our success. Anyone who's attended a football game in this stadium knows the meaning of home team advantage. Now, I want to extend congratulations to the members of the 1998 championship football team. You set very high goals for yourself. You worked hard. You achieved your goals one game at a time, and today is your day. We're proud of your accomplishments, both on the field and off the field. And you brought honor and recognition to yourselves as well as this university. And I want to suggest one more goal for you to shoot for, and that is that every member of the 1998 National Championship team graduate from the University of Tennessee. I want to thank the coaches, the staff associated with the football program, the leader of the program, Director of Athletics, Doug Dickey, The leadership of these people is a real role model for the student athletes and absolutely essential ingredient in bringing us to where we are today. And finally, to the team, I want to thank you for showing us what can be accomplished through teamwork. The organizations in the world that are most successful, whether it's a football team, a university, a corporation, or a family, are grounded in teamwork. You've given us a good model of what it means to work as a team, and I extend best wishes to all members of this championship team and your future as student athletes wherever you may go. Thank you very much.
This will be Jamal Lewis. He breaks a tackle. This is Lewis to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Jamal Lewis.
The UT Vols 42, Houston 7. It is great to be a Tennessee Vol right here in Knox County. I'd like to introduce the Knox County executive, Mr. Tom Shumpert. Tommy.
It's very exciting to be here to help honor this 1998 championship team. Their achievement not only is a great honor for themselves and the university, but for our community and the entire state. Your hard work, dedication, and teamwork has paid off. And it's a wonderful example for all of us to hold up and embrace. You have set, along with your coaches, goals, and you've worked towards those goals week by week. You have stayed focused. You have spent many hours in preparation. You have excelled as individuals in a way that supported the whole team. Your work has paid off in many aspects for our total community. You have worked and trained like champions, and the work has paid off. I want to thank each of you for what you have done. Along with the team and the coaches, you have helped all of us remind ourselves that being a champion is within the grasp of everyone if we will work. I salute each player, each coach, each person that's been a part of this 1998 National Championship University of Tennessee team. I salute you, I thank you, and Coach Fulmer, on behalf of Knox County, we would like to present from the Knox County Commission and Knox County proclamations and resolutions recognize your accomplishments. Thank you. Thank you.
Rolling to the left side, hoping to throw, but he is dumped. The fumble is picked up by Tennessee, and the Volunteers have Sean Ellis running with the football down the left side, looking for blocking. This will be Sean Ellis still running, struggling at the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He made it. He made it.
The UT Vols 17, Auburn 9. It is great to be a Tennessee Vol right here in Knoxville. And one of the biggest fans in the city of Knoxville is the Knoxville Mayor, the Honorable Victor Ashe.
Thanks a lot, Bill, and it sure is great to be a Tennessee Vol. And the residents of Knoxville and Knox County, indeed the entire state of Tennessee, have truly been uplifted by the accomplishments of these young men. And they've reminded us that to be a great person or a great community, like a great team, begins by believing in oneself. This team believed it could, and it did. Led by Philip Fulmer, the greatest coach in America, this team believed in the dream of an undefeated 13-0 season. Now, some say 13's an unlucky number, but obviously they don't live in Big Orange country. Just 26 days ago, on a beautiful desert night in Tempe, Arizona, the Volunteers were able to win game number 13, and in so doing, realize their dream, the national title. And today there's only one national champion in college football, and I'm proud to say they live right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And so, by the power vested in me as mayor of this great city, I'm happy to proclaim Saturday, January 30, 1999, as home of the Champions Day in Knoxville. And the county executive and I are going to unveil here the banner that's going to be hung on the city-county building right here in Knoxville for a long time to come.
Looking, pass into the end zone is, give it to him. Touchdown, Cedric Wilson.
The UT Vols 22, Georgia 3. As has been mentioned before, Dr. Joseph Johnson, president of the University of Tennessee, will be retiring in a few months. What a way to go out. Dr. Johnson, President, University of Tennessee.
If John Ward and I had known what you all on this team and the coaching staff were going to do, we would have done this 5 years ago. But let me be very, very brief. A lot of wonderful things have been said today by a lot of wonderful people about our coaching staff, our student athletes, and all the people who make up this program. And more will be said by others. Let me say about 3 words about what you mean to me as president of the University of Tennessee. I appreciate, and all of our fans appreciate, the fact that you play and coach with class. You bring glory and honor and prestige to the University of Tennessee and do nothing to detract from that. And that starts at the top of the heap with Philip Fulmer, who is not only the best coach in America, he's the finest human being in his business in America. And he is surrounded by a staff of tremendous people, and I'm glad to see John Chavis get the recognition which he deserves. I simply want to say a word to folks named Al and Sean and Jeff and Mercedes and all of you who have set an example for all of us. And I pray that in the future, we'll never forget this team and what you meant in terms of a 13-0 season, national champions, and set a great example for all the rest of us to follow, not only as we play and compete, but as we behave. Thank you so much.
And it will be Price who will make the catch at the goal line. Has a wall in front to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the outside 25-30. Penalty marker down as Price is racing down the near sideline and will take it all the way home. It is a 100-yard touchdown return for Peerless Price. It is a Big Orange 100-yarder.
The Tennessee Vols roll over the Tide 35-18. Don Sundquist, governor of the great state of Tennessee, could not be here today. He is ill with the flu. He's also sick because he couldn't be here. Wanted to be. But we are delighted to have his chief administrator, a Knoxvillian, Courtney Perry. Courtney, we're sorry the governor couldn't be here. We're glad you are.
Coach Fulmer,
the University of Tennessee has the best fans, my notes say in the country, but I'm going to say in the whole world. And as you know, Coach Fulmer, the UT Vols have no bigger fan than my boss and your governor, Don Sundquist. And he sincerely wishes he could be here today, but he is under doctor's orders to stay in bed and rest through Tuesday. But again, on his behalf, I want to offer you and your staff our congratulations, for you have made all Tennesseans very proud. And it is great to say the next level has arrived. Congratulations, Coach Fulmer. And on behalf of the Governor of Tennessee, I want to present to you this proclamation declaring today, January 30th, 1999, as University of Tennessee National Championship Celebration Day. Congratulations, Coach, to you and your staff.
Looking into the end zone. Pass is complete for a touchdown. Peerless Price with a host of defenders. How in the world he came out of there with that oval, I do not know nor care.
The UT Vols 49, South Carolina 14. When a team wins 13 games and a conference championship and a national championship, a lot of awards come. And we're going to have some of those awards presented now. I'd like to call to the podium the editor of the Knoxville News Sentinel, Mr. Harry Moskos. Harry?
Coach and volunteers, it's my honor to present you this page 1 reproduction of the Festival edition. Not only did you win the championship, but you also set a record for the most sales of a newspaper in a single day, 240,000. Thank you.
This is Stevens carrying the ball. What a cut to the wing. He goes to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Travis Stevens.
The UT Vols 37, UAB 13. We're going to make it official now. The University of Tennessee Vols won for the second time the Southeastern Conference Championship. To make that official, please welcome Roy Kramer, Commissioner of the SEC.
I have always believed that if you can win the championship of the Southeastern Conference, you can play with anybody in this country. On that thrilling day in December, when you won that national championship, that conference championship, there was never a doubt in my mind that this coaching staff and these young men would come home with a national championship. It is my great pleasure, on behalf of all of the institutions of the Southeastern Conference, to present for the second year in a row the football championship of the Southeastern Conference to Coach Phil Fulmer.
As Sterner stumbles and falls, fumbles the football. It's been recovered by Tennessee at the 43-yard line. This will be Martin. This will be Henry. He dives. Give him 6. That's all.
University of Tennessee Volunteers 28, Arkansas 24. Welcome to the podium now, Ed Sanderson, local Sears manager with the Sears SEC Championship Trophy. Ed.
Good afternoon. Coach Fulmer, last year about this same time, I came over at halftime of the Tennessee-Georgia basketball game and presented you and the team with the Sears 1997 SEC Championship trophy. I made a comment that night that it would be nice if I could come back and do the same thing again next year. Well, here I am again, and now we have back-to-back SEC championships. Can we count on a three-peat? Coach, it's an honor for me, representing Sears and all the Sears Associates nationwide, to present you, the team, and the University of Tennessee with the Sears 1998 Southeastern Conference Championship Trophy.
Handoff. Bryson breaks it up the middle. This is Bryson scampering free. Bryson turns it off. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Yes, sir-ree.
The Vols 59, Kentucky 21. There's going to be a Super Bowl tomorrow. Back on January 4th in Tempe, Arizona, for the University of Tennessee Volunteers, it was a Super Bowl. I'd like to welcome to the podium the president of the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, Mr. Herman Frazier.
Good afternoon. We at the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl and our 2,500 volunteers are happy to have hosted your wonderful volunteers on January 4th of 1999 this year. Today, we're certainly happy to be here and to be a part of this wonderful occasion, these wonderful festivities. We actually brought some of our volunteers with us, and why don't you guys please stand up over there, all the way from Tempe, some of our people from the Fiesta Bowl. We certainly followed your team throughout the year. I was able to be here for your Alabama game. I saw you doing your Arkansas game. We watched you doing your Southeast Championship in Atlanta, and we welcomed you to Tempe on the 4th. And now, on behalf of the Fiesta Bowl, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, Coach Fulmer, we would like to present you with this wonderful trophy signifying your 13-0 season and national championship win in our football game. Congratulations.
This is Zolman back to throw. Zolman across the middle, pass is complete. Then the receiver is hit, fumbles the football. It's picked up by Tennessee. Let's see if he's ruled down. I assume the ruling will be, was it a complete pass or not? There you are. You're right, Anderson.
Tennessee 41, Vanderbilt nothing. Every player on this team has done an exceptional job, but somebody has to be a most valuable player, and we're delighted to invite to the podium the executive director of the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl to make the presentations of most valuable offensive and most valuable defensive player, Mr. John Junker.
Thank you. It is our honor to recognize among this team for their tremendous accomplishments in unity, two individuals who were remarkable for their wonderful accomplishments on game day. First of all, for the Tennessee Volunteers' most valuable player on offense, with 4 receptions for 199 yards, including a 79-yard touchdown reception as the momentum turner of the game, Mr. Peerless Price. Congratulations, Peerless. On the defensive side of the football, a player whose 54-yard interception return for a touchdown earned the Vols a 14-0 lead and was a major statement in the outcome of the game. A player who later departed the game to an ankle injury, but whose first half play settled the score for starting the Tide to turn it for the Vols. Mr. Dwayne Goodrich, MVP of defense. We salute the Tennessee Volunteers. Thank you.
Here they come as Martin is back to throw, throwing it deep down into the end zone, battling down there for Tennessee. It is 6 big points. Give him a TD. Peerless Price.
For the Southeastern Conference Championship, University of Tennessee Vols 24, Mississippi State 14. We already know that Philip Fulmer is the best football coach in America. That is not news, but now to make it official, the Football Writers of America presentation, a past president of that organization, Mr. Tony Barnhart. Mr. Barnhart.
Ladies and gentlemen, each year during the spring, I make a sort of a tour around the South to get a sense of what we're going to have in the coming fall. And last spring, I went to see Coach Fulmer, and I expected to get the standard speech you get from a coach whenever he loses a lot of players. You know, it's a rebuilding year. I don't know. We got to have a lot of luck. But he sat down in his room, in his office, and he said, you know, we got a lot of great football players left here. And if I can keep them hungry, if a few things happen, we'll be pretty good. And I walked out of there, I said, man, Philip's lost it. I mean, he's lost it. I said, how, when you lose players like Peyton Manning and Leonard Little and Marcus Nash and all those great players, how can you even think about competing for a championship? Now we know why. Now we know why. When a team exceeds expectations, when the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, that means you've got great leadership at the top. And this is why we're here today, to recognize that leadership. So on behalf of the Football Writers Association of America, it is my honor to present the 1998 Eddie Robinson National Coach of the Year Award to Coach Philip Fulmer. Philip?
Is another one. And it seems very fitting that Phil Fulmer's boss should present this one. From the American Football Coaches Association, would you welcome, please, the University of Tennessee Athletic Director, Douglas A. Dickey. Coach Dickey.
Thank you, Bill. In August, 108 schools started out to win the national championship in Division 1A. 1,000 coaches and assistant coaches went to work. 10,000 players started out with that one thing in mind, to win a championship, a national championship. And from that group, the greatest honor that can come is when your peer group decides, when it's all over and you were the 13-0 team, and all of the coaches in the country got together and voted you the Coach of the Year. Our coach, Philip Fulmer, the Coach of the Year by the American Football Coaches Association. I'm soaking wet, but I never had a better time in my life than being here and part of this. I know you are too. I want to thank a couple of people especially for being part of putting this on. I hope you'll recognize our Senior Associate Athletic Director, Gary Wyant, who put this whole thing together, along with Judy Flanagan from the University office. Gary's up in the booth today. Thank you, Gary, and thank you, Judy, for putting this all together, along with all the help that went with it. Over many years, you've had the thrill of listening to a lot of people talk about the Tennessee Vols. This afternoon, you're going to have somebody say a little bit more about the scene of the Tennessee Vols, the fans, the team, and so forth. He's my friend, my confidant, and the greatest announcer in the history of sports, John Ward.
Thank you very much. You better sit down. I've got a 4-hour speech. Thank you very much. Those of us who represent the University of Tennessee Athletics Department get just as excited as you, so much so that sometimes we fail to pause and think and thank you. You are the UTAD, and it should be spelled, I always say, Y-O-U-T-A-D. Back in 1921, when this field was first built, students from the university came down here after classes and on weekends to dig and plow and scrape and build an athletic field. 14 times this stadium has been enlarged. They volunteered, and 4 generations of volunteers have bought season tickets, have made donations to the UTAD, have supported the people who sponsor the broadcasts and telecasts of Tennessee football. People like you. Thank you. The Vol Network has grown to have the largest audience of any college in America on the 1-800-TEAM line and on the worldwide internet. Certainly a key person in making the Vol Network what it has become, your analyst for 30 years, Bill Anderson. Him if he wanted to say something, and he said, "You ain't let me say something for 30 years, why now?" A personal word. Sincerely, the strength of the Vol Network is not an announcer who talks. The strength of the Vol Network now and always to be is the people like you who listen. Thank you. This past year, you set another attendance record at home games, averaging 106,914 every week. Thank you. And you know, to be honest with you, something meant even more to me, probably. Tennessee's final 3 games were road games. One problem: nobody told the Tennessee fans they were road games. I don't know if you've ever thought, but if you think about it, when you come to home games, you've been sitting next to people with whom you've sat for 5, 10, maybe even 20 years. you hesitate to make a fool out of yourself. But on the road, you're sitting next to somebody you've never seen nor will ever see again, and you can really act crazy. For the last 3 games, Tennessee fans made beautiful fools out of yourself. At Vanderbilt, 41-0. At the Georgia Dome, the second straight SEC championship. And at the Fiesta Bowl in Tempe. Tennessee fans in the stands were beautiful, but something even more beautiful happened on the way to the Fiesta Bowl. Many of you today perhaps took part in the Vol Walk. It's a thrill for you. Take it from me, it's a thrill for the players and coaches. Yet nothing will ever match Tennessee's bus ride from the hotel to the Fiesta Bowl. It was, in fact, a 2-mile Vol Walk, 2,000 miles from home, through a corridor of Big Orange fans as far as the eye could see. Did those Tennessee fans who lined every street for that 2-mile Vol Walk play a part in the Fiesta Bowl win? You can bet your bottom dollar you did. You are a part of this team. You are a part of the national championship. And may those of us who represent the University of Tennessee never forget to say over and over and over, thank you.
And John, for all of the fans, we say thank you. Thank you for all those years of being our eyes and bringing those unforgettable moments to life. Thank you, John, for the memory. We'd like to call the co-captains of this year's team. Al Wilson. Mercedes Hamilton. Jeff Hall. And Sean Bryson. Along with Coach Fulmer, about 5 of the biggest men I know. To make a presentation of the first national championship trophy, Bernie Kish, Executive Director of the College Football Hall of Fame and representing the National Football Foundation. Mr. Kish.
Thank you, Bill. Coach Fulmer, Al, Jeff, Mercedes, and Sean, on behalf of John Hanson, the chairman of the National Football Foundation, our 109 chapters and 10,000 members, I am honored to present the 1998 General Douglas MacArthur Championship Bowl to the University of Tennessee. Coach Fulmer, his volunteer team and staff, and the entire Tennessee football family truly epitomize the General's dictum, there is no substitute for victory. Congratulations, go Vols!
Through. I'd like to call back to the podium now Tony Barnhart, past president of the Football Writers Association of America, to present the Grantland Rice National Championship Trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we heard a lot of terms used to discuss this Tennessee football team. Words like destiny and fate, and some even called them lucky. But I would say there are other terms that you need to use now, words like dedicated, determined, and resourceful. Tennessee won a national championship because they had a bunch of players and coaches who put aside their egos to focus on one thing, one goal. And that, more than anything, is what you should be honoring today. So on behalf of the 800 men and women of the Football Writers Association of America, it's my honor to present the Grantland Rice National Championship Trophy for 1998 to the Tennessee Volunteers.
And there is more. To the podium now, let us call Kent Flanagan, who is Bureau Chief of the Associated Press. Mr. Flanagan.
It is my very great privilege, on behalf of the Associated Press and the members of the Associated Press College Football Whole Board, to present to you the 1998 College Football Championship Trophy. You deserve it. Go Vols!
And one more time. Calling to the podium Tom Wirt, who is District Manager of Sears, to present the Sears National Championship Trophy.
Thank you, Bill. What a day in the sunshine. This great celebration from your fans heralds an unbelievable season for the Tennessee Vols. On behalf of the American Football Coaches Association and the 300,000 Sears Associates nationwide, but more importantly, the Tennessee Sears Associates, congratulations, guys. During the past 5 years, the Sears Collegiate Champions Program has awarded more than $1 million in academic scholarships. Coach Fulmer, I think they're playing with the trophy, guys. Coach Fulmer, it's a great honor to present you a check for $20,000 for an academic scholarship. And now, before I present the Sears Trophy, I have a little reminder to these guys sitting out here in front of me. I have presented 3 of these trophies to the Lady Vol basketball team. So you guys have... I want to make a date with you next year, same time, same place, only with sunshine. What do you say? It truly is a pleasure for Sears to participate in this program and to award the
national championship trophy to the #1 team in America, the Tennessee Vols.
I know these young men at the stage feel the same way that I do. Very humbled by the occasion here this evening. Very thrilled to have been a part of the 1998 season. A lot of things led up to our success, none more than the leadership of our seniors. 4 of our seniors who were elected as co-captains are on the stage with us. The far end, Mercedes Hamilton, an offensive lineman. Jeff Hall, an All-American kicker. Sean Bryson, fullback. And Mr. Motivation himself, Al Wilson.
On behalf of my teammates, you know, the coaching staff, and you know, everybody that had something to do with our football team, we want to thank you, the fans, for all your support and all the, you know, the love and care you showed us, especially throughout my 4 years at the University of Tennessee. Once again, we want to thank y'all for coming out and supporting us through the little bad weather, but we really do appreciate it. You know, and hopefully in the future we can be more national championships at Tennessee. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. He put it all together. The coaching staff, the team, the plan. That team beat Florida for the first time since 1992. That team won the big one, the biggest one ever. And that team won the national championship. Would you welcome and say thank you to head coach Philip Fulmer.
Thank you very much. I said I was honored and humbled, and I am, for the opportunity to be your head football coach. In 1993, we said we would get to another level. Well, I believe that we are there. There's so many people to say thank you to and to recognize. I've already mentioned our senior class, who did an incredible job for us. The time that our senior class was here, they are the 4 years, they are the winningest team in this nation at 45-5. To the team itself, to this 1998 football team itself that had great heart, great fight, great character, and a would not quit attitude, I say thank you and congratulations. To a staff that had the opportunity, some of them for the first time, to run through the T today. And what a thrill that is every time you get an opportunity to run through it. To the staff, I say thank you. A group of men with great work ethic, great leadership abilities, great character, and are the toughest when times are toughest. And I thank you guys, and I would like them and their wives, please stand again and be recognized, and their families. Please, our coaching staff and their families. special thank you to the wives and to the children that sacrifice so much to allow us the chance to do our profession and to work with young people and to be committed to our profession. To Dr. Johnson and Chancellor Snyder and to Coach Dickey, a special thank you for, one, giving me the opportunity to be the coach, two, for every day on a daily basis in the toughest of times and the best of times of the great support that they allow us to work with here at the University of Tennessee. I thank them for that. As John Ward said, and I'm quite humbled again to even be on the same stage with John Ward. I remember as a junior and senior in high school trying to find the highest point in Winchester, Tennessee to listen to John Ward and his broadcast of all football games. John and I have a lot of conversations before our television or show and after our television show. And he told me at mid-season there was something special about this team. And he said he felt really connected with this football team. And for him and for Dr. Johnson, but especially for all the fans that have stuck with us through thick and thin, who have traveled the distances to watch us play, I and our football team and our staff and our administration say a very, very special thank you. You are truly and will always be truly our 12th man. What a great 1998, and we are already looking forward to 1999. Thank you very much.
A couple of exciting things yet to happen before this celebration concludes, but a couple of things we do need to go over. First of all, we're asking that you stay off the field when the program is over. Secondly, let's plan right now, all of us, to meet together about this same time next year, right here. Let's do it all over again. Now I want you to once again direct your attention to the Jumbotron, another marvelous video production from Barry Rice, University of Tennessee Athletic Department's video coordinator. This captures the look, the feel, the thrill of victory in winning the national championship. Thank you for coming. Have a good day, and go Vols!
What a huge opportunity next week to go and win back-to-back Southeastern Conference championships. It's been an incredible run, okay? It's been an incredible run, an incredible year, and it ain't over yet, my God.
Respect when you just a little bit, babe. After we played Vanderbilt, we got our 11th win. We had a great accomplishment. We just reached another goal. And again, it ain't over yet.
T. Martin is crucial in this football game, and it's the reason that I think Tennessee will win the game. I think it's about respect, and I think it's about T. Martin finding a way to get it done in this game.
I'll tell you again, guys, I love every one of you. We have an opportunity in front of us tonight that doesn't come around every day. As I told you, 47 years since Tennessee football players have pulled on that orange shirt and had a chance to compete for a national championship. It doesn't get any better than this. Lay it on the line. You do not have to play perfect, but play your butts off. Take a lot of pride in those orange shirts, guys, as we get that field tonight. We can't put but 11 on the field. That's all they can put out there at a single time. 11 on 11, man on man, heart versus heart. Draw that sand, that line in the sand. Okay, step across and take what you want tonight because it's there for you.
Pride and tradition of the nation's best athletic program. Caution, you may get wet on this ride.
What more could you ask for in a homecoming? Really nice, and I do appreciate the University of Tennessee inviting me to be one of the MCs of that. Now, immediately right after the parade, they held a pep rally right behind me, and they filled the stands here at Tom Black Track. Let's take a look at that. In the first ever Smokies Howl pep rally held here at Tom Black Track, it looks like a complete success. Over 1,000 people have shown up.
We want you to be out in full force and loud as can be. And help us send those Tigers back to Memphis with their tails tucked. Thank you very much.
There was music and skits. Oh, it's great that 1,000 people could show up on the very first Smokies Howl that was held right here at Tom Black Track. It encourages them for years to come. Well, folks, the weather looks absolutely gorgeous for a great football game tomorrow. When the all-vol day returns, Rick Catsby has our beautiful weekend forecast.